Hey guys, I know I did say in my last video that I was going to talk about my fourth year schedule today. Unfortunately, it's still not finalized yet because we have not submitted it yet. So we'll probably talk about it some other time. When it's actually finalized, I have solid things to talk about. But today's video, we are going to be talking about the MCAT. Why the MCAT? Because you need to take it to be able to get into medical school, and because a lot of people are interested in what it is. So let's answer some basic questions about what the MCAT is and some tiny details about it. But before that, it's a Sunday that I'm recording the video. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you will have a great week ahead of you. You are amazing. You're going to do great. Christmas is coming. Make plans. Enjoy the rest of the year. Let's get into the video. Okay, so let's start with the very basic. What does MCAT stand for and what is it? So MCAT stands for Medical College Admissions Test, okay? And it's usually administered specifically in the US and in Canada. Now, this admission test is given to all students who are interested in going into medical school. Usually you take it after you're done with your bachelor's, or sometimes you can take like a post-bac, whatever it is, grad school. After some level of higher education, that's when you usually would take the MCAT, and once you're able to pass, you can get the chance of getting into medical school. The ranges of the scores are usually from 472 to 528. That means if you take the exam and you just write your name, you get a 472 on it, okay? And then from there, you usually want to climb up. The highest point anyone can get is a 528. Some people have gotten 528. Kudos to them though. I know I didn't. But anyways, if you can get 528, I'm rooting for you. So that's the basics of what the MCAT is, okay? Standardized exam. You take it after some level of higher education. You take it before you're able to get into medical school. Scores range from 472 to 528. And specifically administered in the US and Canada, okay? So these are 5 basic introductory things about the MCAT. The structure of the MCAT, that's the next thing we're going to answer. Now the MCAT is broken into 4 major sections, okay? And it's a total, I think it's 8 hours in total when you're taking the MCAT, or at least what I can remember. Part is biological and biochemical foundations of living system. The second part is chemical and physical foundations of biological systems. Third is physiological, social, and biological foundations of behavior. And fourth is critical analysis and reasoning skills. So these are the 4 main categories. Each of them have, I think, approximately the same time, probably like 95 minutes for each. And that is going with some breaks in there, of course. And that's going to give you a total of 8 hours. Now, one of the biggest questions I get when it comes to the MCAT that people ask me is it okay to retake the MCAT when I fail or when I don't do well the first time? And my answer is yes. It's okay to take the MCAT as many times as you want if you're not satisfied with the score. Now, mind you though, there's a cap on how many you can take in a year, and there's a cap on how much you can take your whole lifetime, okay? For a whole year or calendar year, you can take the MCAT 3 times. And for your whole lifetime, you can take the MCAT 7 times. So again, mind you, you pay for this exam, okay? It's around like $330. So you want to be ready and then take the exam. If you take it the first time and you're not able to do as well as you want to, always you can go back and study and then take it again. But avoid taking it just because you want to take it, because it's also being paid for, unless you just have money that you want to throw away. So that's my advice there. The second reason why people ask me these questions is it gonna affect my admissions to medical school? And the answer is no. A lot of med students take the MCAT multiple times before getting into medical school. Some take it once and it's fine, good. Some take it 2 times, some take it 3 times, whatever it is. As long as you're able to get a score that you're satisfied with, medical schools would look at just your final MCAT score. Sometimes they might look at your previous ones, and the only thing that matters is, okay, you didn't do great before, but you did better this time, so good on you. We like that. So that's what medical schools are looking for. So don't be too worried if you have to take the MCAT multiple times. People have taken it multiple times and have gotten into med school just fine. The second question that I usually get is, does my MCAT score expire? Now, it technically does not expire, but schools don't like to take MCAT scores that are more than 3 years old. So when you take your MCAT and you do good, and you're ready, you want to apply. If you're not, you have 3 years to hold the MCAT score and use it to apply wherever you want to apply to. After 3 years, a lot of schools try not to take it, or a lot of schools will not take it. So you want to make sure that you're looking into that so that you don't waste your MCAT score, all right? To find the basic content outline for the MCAT, the AAMC has that on their website, okay? They have practice tests for the MCAT on their website, and they've broken into details in the 4 categories that I gave. Each of them have been broken down into the various topics that are included in the MCAT. So if you want to find all the information needed for the MCAT, it's on the AAMC website. Go there, you find a lot. They have free practice tests as well. Register on their website, take the free practice test, and there you go. You also have access to a lot of information on their website. So when it comes to details on the MCAT, AAMC is your go-to first. Another question that I get is, what is a good MCAT score? Now, this is pretty debatable, okay? Now, a good MCAT score technically could be anywhere from 510 above, okay? Now, that does not mean that if you don't get a 510, you don't get admitted into a medical school. Now, when you're applying to medical school, there's a lot of things that matter, okay? Your GPA, your essays, your personal statements, your MCAT score, your research, volunteering, all that matter. So if you don't do super great in your MCAT, but you have a good GPA, you will be fine. MCAT is not the only thing that matters in your medical school application. But technically, a good MCAT score will probably be from a 510. The last question I'm going to be answering, there's a lot of questions, but the last one I'm going to be answering for this video is, should I buy prep courses for the MCAT? And personally, I didn't, okay? There's a lot of free resources online that you can just like hunt for and you're going to find. But then again, it was because I didn't have the money to buy it, okay? If you have the money to, or if you can afford buying resources, please do so, okay? They can be very helpful. They can help you get information in one place, and it's also easier since you can have like practice tests and most of these resources that they provide, so you don't have to struggle Googling and trying to find where the free resources are, okay? So if you can afford that, definitely go for that. If you can't afford it because it's too expensive, some of these range from like $1,600 to $2,000 for the prep courses that are available, and it's a lot of money, okay? So if you're broke like me, you can use the internet. You can find free resources on there. Kaplan has free resources. The AAMC has free resources. If you look online, even Reddit has like free resources for MCAT. So you can always use that, but hey, don't hold me to it. If you can afford it, please buy it. Okay guys, so that's the end of my video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Just a little bit snippet of what the MCAT is and some of the questions I have gotten about it. If you guys have more questions on the MCAT and that there is something specific that you want me to talk about, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. If not, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next week.